questions there. So I'll cover off as many points, but I will be here for a little bit so I can talk to certain people in detail. But so I would imagine, and again I don't want to prejudice what the group come back with, but they might end up saying exactly some of the principles that you've said. We want good digital citizens that have lifelong learning, that have access right throughout their life. And here are some things that may need to happen across the system to achieve that. I think the only thing I'd say is I do see this project, particularly Network for Learning, but also the 21st Century Learning Reference Group, as a bit of a catalyst for change. Because when you think about this, right, and I did say, I was with Colin James this morning, and he said to me he believes it could be the biggest shift in education in 100 years. Because when you start to work this through, let's imagine then that we have this situation where more children are learning online. The school day is now not 9 to 3, it's 7 to 6. And when you start to think that through, and the principles that there can be much more self-directed learning, personalised content, it starts to break down certain barriers within our education system, right? And that's why, and I've said this to the unions, I've said the digital education strategy will probably traverse some of that, but some of the other discussions around that could be incredibly sensitive. Because what does that mean? Let's say then students have all of this choice, they log on to the portal February next year, they now can access, because we've got amazing video beaming between different classrooms, they can now choose, well, I want to spend 4 hours with my teacher here in botany, but I want to spend an hour listening to a lesson in Invercargill. When you start to work that through, there could be quite dramatic shifts. And all I'm saying is, well, we've focused on investing in the infrastructure. There's a range of quite challenging questions to ask about where this leads, not just for the compulsory sector, but tertiary, because there could be a thirst for, with more and more tertiary institutions going online. Is it the case, and in fact when I met with Kaye the other day, and she said to me, she's already said publicly all assessment will be online within 10 years, and I said to her 3. That students in the future might be learning from Harvard, be learning from Auckland University, be learning from Canterbury University. So I am thinking through some of that. It's pretty early because we've just been focusing on getting things up and running. But I think that the digital education strategy will provide a catalyst for that kind of thinking.